The grand finale of all the streams, right here, right now. If it doesn't go well, we're just done. Okay.
Presentation mode. Okay, so growing up, love cartoons. I think the best cartoon era is the 90s and 2000s. So we figured, what better way than to do a tier list of 90s and 2000s live action cartoons. Cartoons / live action cartoons. So yeah, we're going to go through. How it works is we're going to try to decide together. Each person gets 3 overrides. So if I think something's a D and he thinks it's an A, he can override it and make it an A. Or in vice versa. If I think something should be SS, I can override it and put it there. So we'll start with S or 16. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Okay, I haven't seen either. I figured as much, so I just got to get that one out of the way right away.
Yeah.
So the next one, Adventure Time. How do you feel about Adventure Time? You think Adventure Time is an S?
100%. Yeah.
I think it's an A. I think it could be better, but I also think it's really good. I just think there's better cartoons.
I think the fact that there are better cartoons. That's why there's a double S ranking.
Mm-hmm.
All I'm saying is that I think that a testament for Adventure Time is the fact that there is a spin-off series coming on HBO Max.
Okay.
That shows interest in it enough from their already grown-up audience. It's one of those shows that you can watch that are really good at any age.
Oh, okay. That's Avatar. I couldn't see what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give you 2. I'll give you S for Adventure Time.
Okay. I'm gonna have to convince a lot.
Have you? Yeah, you had to convince now super hard because I think there's at least 5 to. I think there's quite a bit better than Adventure Time.
No, I'm not saying like it's like the top of the S ranking. I'm just saying it belongs in S.
Okay. Have you seen All Grown Up? Is this?
Yes.
Is this
that's the Rugrats?
Rugrats. Oh, All Grown Up.
Yep. And I would give that bitch like a C.
I was gonna go D. I did not like All Grown Up at all. I thought I didn't think it needed to be made.
I'll put it in D. On God, put it in D.
The Adventures of Gumball. Oh, sorry, The Amazing World of Gumball.
Amazing World of Gumball. I don't know. Have you seen it?
I don't know if I watched it. No.
I will tell you. Me and Jeff talked about it the last time we played games with him.
Mm-hmm.
It is an S.
Is it an S?
It is like Adventure Time. It is just a fantastic show that slips in a lot of adult jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it's not even made for kids. It is made for like young adults. It's a young adult cartoon.
I have not seen it, so I will.
It is an S.
Bow down to you.
Okay.
I personally think American Dad is an A.
Really?
I think it's a really good show. I just don't think it's top tier.
Okay, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
I put American Dad
At what?
a D.
A D?
A D.
Why?
It has its moments, right? Don't get me wrong. I think like in comparison to Family Guy, which we'll get to eventually, I would settle at most a B. Halfway.
It's crazy. A D. While I do believe the show is how there's certain movies and stuff that follow trends and archetypes. I do feel American Dad does that with the mom, dad, some kind of wacky bean, and then like the kids. So it follows that, but it's still. I'll give it a B. I'll go B.
Okay, I will say this. I believe American Dad, we can probably gonna have to shuffle this a little bit. I believe American Dad is better than the Cleveland Show. I think the Cleveland Show has great characters, but the show as a whole is bad. I think the characters are better than American Dad, but like the writing is worse, right?
So you would put Cleveland Show here?
Yeah, either C or below B. That makes sense. Like not as high up on the B tier. Right?
I agree. American Dad is better than Cleveland Show.
And then Family Guy obviously is better. You put it in double S?
How is it not a double S show?
I just think like
is it better than Adventure Time?
No, I'd rather watch all of Adventure Time. Yeah, hands down.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You're
I think
wild, dude.
I think like as an adult cartoon, it is A tier. I think there's better adult cartoons, and I think they lose themselves too often. If you want to use your override and put it in double S, that's fine.
No, I'll put it in S.
Okay.
I'm ahead of Adventure Time.
All right.
Staying with that trend of show, we'll just do that. Futurama.
S.
Where on S would you put it?
Above Family Guy.
Above Family Guy?
I think Futurama is better than Family Guy. Yeah.
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that. Won't fight it. I'll put it there. I think Futurama is a fantastic show.
Much better.
I want to go much better. Same with the family humor. King of the Hill.
This one's tough. Also O.
I agree. I was thinking A. I think it has its moments where it's really good. I think of like a comedy series, it's more of a actual move along series. Like each episode moves the plot forward compared to some of these other ones where it's like nothing really changes for them, like Family Guy stuff. The plot moves along with what they do. But I believe it's an A. Like it could be better, but Hank Hill and everybody is fantastic. Is there any what other shows?
Yeah, you got Simpsons, South Park, and Robot Chicken.
Let's start with where's the first one we come across here.
Robot Chicken.
Robot Chicken. Okay. So where would you rank Robot Chicken?
Down to I would rank it an A because of its short stature. I think it's a really good, like 15-minute, just like funny skit. It usually has one or two really good skits, one or two kind of alright, good ones, and then like one or two bad ones. So I think like every episode of Robot Chicken has at least one skit that you'll enjoy, and then the rest are tolerable. So I think that's a decent A.
Yeah, I agree. It's an A. I don't know if you remember, but in all that, they had a very similar thing to Robot Chicken, where they would take dolls and do a comedy skit with it, and Robot Chicken just was like took that, made it more adult, and made it into an entire 15 to 20 minute show, which is fantastic. It's great short-term humor, quick quips. Yeah, it's an A. I agree.
Shit, I missed one. Aqua Teen Hunger Force is the first one on the list. I would mark that also as an A. Same concept as Robot Chicken.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a good late night staple.
I would put it ahead of King of the Hill.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it though as a late night staple.
I do like it. Their fucking intro song's a banger. Puts it in A alone. To be honest,
true. That is a consideration. Let's see what's next.
Me, why get the money? See, sorry.
Staying with the family adult humor, The Simpsons.
Okay, so I personally, unbiasedly, like The Simpsons more than Family Guy, but less than Futurama. So I would say S, but I can see an argument of putting it elsewhere.
See, this is the thing with Simpsons. I love The Simpsons until I reached a certain age. And then I feel they never, it didn't grow with you. I feel they knew what the target audience was and knew for how long it's going to run that they would keep that age continuously. So that humor is for 8 to 14-year-olds. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it from 8 to 14, but I couldn't tell you an episode I've watched.
Not to be 15. Rude, not judging you, but you tried to put Family Guy in double S, and that's the exact same fucking thing.
I guess they both bite off the real world stuff. I just feel like Family Guy is a more TV MA-17,
and you know what?
It's PG-13.
Okay, that's fair. Also, another argument against why Family Guy I would never put it in double S, and I put it in A, is lazy writing.
What was it? South Park that made fun of it with the dolphins.
Yeah. It's the clip-aways of random shit that are super unnecessary. It's just lazy writing. filler writing. Anyways,
So I think we're gonna hit our first double S here.
yeah,
South Park.
100%. Yeah, 100%. Double S. Best American. One of the best cartoons on the list.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's the best, but it's one of the best.
It's one right now. Like, it is the GOAT right now until we find something to take over. But yeah, it's fantastic. It's been running, and I enjoy it. The movies coming out are still great. Matt and Trey are fantastic. Super talented, by the way. I don't know if you know, but they act the songs and stuff. They actually play the instruments.
Yeah. Like, I didn't know that. 90% of the voices, they play the instruments. They do everything.
Like, I saw clips from their concert they coming up, and like Trey's playing the piano while Matt's out there jamming on the drums, and they're singing one of their songs. I'm like, oh, I did not know that. Like, I knew they could sing, but I didn't know they played instruments too.
They do it all. They literally made South Park themselves. Like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we can go back to the start of the list.
Yeah. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Double S.
I agree. There's no debate there. It's a great show. Great anime. Batman the Animated Series.
That's definitely an S in my opinion. All of DC's animated stuff is top tier.
Yeah, I really do enjoy
anime series that I know.
I really do enjoy a lot of the animated series that DC puts out, from Flash to Batman to Super, like all of them. It's actually really, really good. Ben 10.
This one's big. This one had potential to be double S, right?
Mm-hmm.
But every iteration of Ben 10, and you can say this is just for the old one. I don't care. I'm counting the whole series, the series as a whole, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm dropping that B down to like high B, low A.
I agree. I enjoyed Ben 10 when it first came out. I haven't watched any of the like newer iterations of it. But I did enjoy the like early of it. But yeah, it kind of like just lost me. So I agree. It's a B. I've never watched Big Time Rush.
Me neither. I know what it is. I just never.
Like, if I was to rate it just from what I know and like clips I've seen, it'd be a D. Just for me personally. But I haven't watched enough of it to rate it. I'm assuming I know where you are at, and you know where I'm at. That's a double S.
Yeah, 100%.
Boondocks, yeah. Now the question is, in front of South Park or behind South Park? I think it's in front of Avatar.
I know it's in front of Avatar. Mm-hmm. I would say in front of South Park, only because like I've watched Boondocks over like 5 times, and I still laugh at that shit. It's just too much to the soul. As like.
And the question is, does longevity of South Park make South Park better? To be able
Not
to
always.
Put the joke, like, to have winners as much as they do. Because, like, there are bad episodes of South Park. 100% there's bad episodes that aren't funny. But the majority of the episodes are funny and rewatchable.
I think, like, the thing about Boondocks is that the whole series, like, there is nothing that's, like, that ages bad, right? Like, since South Park does current events, they date themselves, right?
It does date itself, yeah.
And Boondocks uses culture references as their topics a lot of time, and it never gets dated. You know what I'm saying? Even like the R. Kelly shit, like, because it was relevant at the time, which is like, oh, we'll be dated now, but it definitely it aged worse in a good way for them, right? Like, but R. Kelly would always be a staple in the Black community as like that dude that peed on girls and sang songs, right?
Yeah.
Now he's a fucking rapist, and cult leader, but you know. So personally, yeah, I think Boondocks is above South Park.
I agree. I'll go with that. You made good points. Camp Lazlo, have you seen it?
Yeah, I'd just give it a C.
Okay. I know what it is, like I've heard it, but I've never watched it. Cat to Dog, for me,
I fucking love this show.
Is an S.
I was gonna say I love the show. I gave it an A because I don't remember much from it, but I do know I loved it.
I know I loved it, and I do remember a decent bit for it.
I can accept.
I would go here or back S.
I think back S. I'll give it back S. I'll give it the respect it deserves.
Now, we talked about this last night. Turns out that I have not seen Chowder.
Hey,
so
I love Chowder.
Where would you put it in it?
I would put it above You can put it below we're watching.
Okay. Yeah, I've never watched it. There's some Cartoon Network late nights that I haven't seen.
I feel bad about this one. I have not watched the whole thing of it, so I cannot. I feel like you need to watch the whole thing to be able to judge it.
Yeah, from what I've seen, and
it's dope as fuck.
Yeah, but I haven't watched the full series.
I would assume it is SSS from what I've seen, but like I haven't watched the full thing, so you can either I was gonna say you can put it wherever you wanted or put it in the never seen because I never finished it. So,
so from the episodes I've watched, I still put it at an A. But yeah, I do need to finish it so it can move up in the rankings.
Corey in the House, I never watched.
It's not good. I watched a few episodes. Just it's same. It's kind of the same lines of That's So Raven. It's not that great.
S.
You're only going S.
S. High S, like above Futurama.
I was going S as well. Courage is a top tier cartoon.
I do not know if there will be a cartoon, in my opinion, that will be above Courage. Like, I think Courage is literally that line.
I might have to overrule you.
We'll see. I'll use all three just to keep fucking you over. Like, I don't try.
Cow and Chicken. I know where it's in my heart.
I know where it's at in my heart. As a show, I would say high A, low S.
Okay, I agree. I would go low S. It's fantastic. Mama had chicken, Dad had cow. It's a great show. Great show for its time. I don't think it holds up, unfortunately, which is why it can't go higher. But I think it's still a great show. Danny Phantom.
A, because it got me into Golf Girls.
I was around B.
I can do B. I can do B.
Okay.
I think B's good.
In between. Like, it's a great show. Like, it's a good cartoon. It just had its things. Now, this is where we're going to fight.
Go for it.
I think Dexter is, if not SS, is in front of Courage.
I don't think it's SS. I don't think it's in front of Courage. I think it's right behind Courage, but, like, it's your tier list, bro, so you can put it in front. I'll give you that. That's fine. You're the one clicking. I'll give you it.
It's good.
Fine. I don't. You can put it in front of Courage, but just have it on. Look, it doesn't even want to. It fucking knows. It fucking knows.
I'll give it. Since they did that, I have to.
It fucking knows. All right.
I had to see something real quick. If it's not on here, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Okay. How can you have Drake and Josh and iCarly without having Keenan and Kel or all that on this list?
Wait, but both of those double.
Like, without all that and without Keenan and Kel, you do not get Drake and Josh or iCarly.
Yeah. Again, double S.
For what one?
Both.
Keenan and Kel and all that, or
all that? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Just
pretend they're there.
We'll put that on our record that they're just there because, like, those are definitely double S shows, especially all that. All that's 100% a double S show. But, like, you gotta remember, back in the 90s, early 2000s, Nickelodeon shows weren't getting fucking movies and shit, right? And these guys got movies and shit.
Yeah.
All right.
Drake and Josh.
I'd say A. With Dan Schneider, garbage. Trash. For the sake of Drake and Josh, the actors, A.
Yeah, I agree. Just get it out the way. iCarly is obviously not as good as Drake and Josh.
No.
But I still think it's a good show.
I think a lot of people like iCarly. I feel like that one's like definitely the bad. Like the hey, you should you be better. Anyways,
it's because it thanks to all that, so many shows in this universe spawned. Like I said, without those two, you don't get Drake and Josh, you don't get iCarly, you don't get Sam and Cat, you don't get Ariana Grande being as big as there are. Like, there's people you just don't get without those shows. So I understand what people like iCarly, especially younger kids. Yeah, makes sense. It's good shows, entertaining.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to get the live actions out of the way.
All right.
Did you
Just
ever
start from
watch
the top and go
Wizard?
across.
Okay. No. Hannah Montana.
Fucking A.
Did you like Hannah Montana?
The best of both worlds, nigga. Hell yeah. I think it was a good show. I did not like it personally, but I do think it was a good show, and it spanned a very big career for Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
It was popular for a reason. Obviously, I'm not the demographic they wanted, but like it was a good show, and I'm going to give respect where respect's due.
100%. I can acknowledge when a show's good without having seen it. Like I've watched episodes, like it came on TV or when babysitting, so I've watched episodes and like it was entertaining enough. Let's see, is Ned's the next one?
Looking. Yes.
What do you think of Ned's Declassified?
I think it is a B.
I agree. I believe it is below iCarly. It was a good show. I think it was very niche.
Yeah.
And it only very dated, very niche, and it's good for when it was, for what it was. Let's see.
The Sweet Life on Deck is the next one, so at the very end.
Okay. What?
It is different. One is on deck, and one is a Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, right?
Where would you put Sweet Life? I know where I would put it.
I think Sweet Life was better than iCarly. I think Pringle, dog. You know what I'm saying?
It's not.
That's a reference.
It's not on top by those, but I do think it's like.
I think it's up there. I think it's past. I think it's there. I think that's a good. Yeah. However, that one I'd put.
Put where?
It's a sequel.
See.
Yeah, it's a sequel that wasn't good.
I didn't. I know what it is. Like they go on a boat, a cruise, and like they do school and stuff there. So I know what it is, but I never watched too much of it. And I think Wizards of Waverly Place is
this one.
Where?
You almost there. Go down one.
Oh, that's So Raven.
Yeah, that probably goes into like high A-S, in my opinion.
Yeah, it was a good show. Good show. I don't know if it's better than Hannah Montana.
Okay. I like I said, okay. Yeah, you can put it under A. I'll accept that. As long as it's in the A, I'll take it. I like I said, I still think it's borderline S.
Well, I think a lot of these are borderline S.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And then, have you watched Wizards?
No.
I haven't watched it either. I've seen clips, but I haven't watched it. Have you watched Zoe 101?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I would put it underneath Ned's Declassified.
Really? You didn't like Zoe 101?
No.
That's like I like it. I don't think it's A tier, but I think it's better than Ned's.
Yeah.
You get the love scene. She comes back, but then he doesn't know because he drops the phone, and then.
Yeah, you're going deep into it. I ain't watch it like that.
Okay, so now we can go back to cartoons.
All right, back to the start.
Ed, and Eddie.
Classic S.
I agree. I don't think there's any debate in it. I guess the question comes now: is it better than Cat Dog?
Yeah.
Is it better than Gumball?
No.
Okay. Very Odd Parents.
This one's controversial. I think it's just an A. I think it's better than Danny Phantom, but I don't think it's as good as like Count Chick.
Yeah,
it falls off later on. Early is whatever, and there's gonna be a real fucking controversial thing for the exact same reason later on.
Yeah, I agree. I think it falls off, and I think it's overhyped.
Flapjack. I know you haven't seen it.
No,
fucking crazy show. Put it in B.
Okay.
It's good. It's a good show. It's just fucking weird. It's just a fucking show.
The Flintstones cartoon. This is old
yeah,
school.
For sure. C. I fucking hated
it. It was here for me, so go see. Foster's Home for the Imaginary.
B. It's the no.
I agree.
I don't know if you've seen it.
I've seen it. I thought it was a clever idea. How do you feel about Gravity Falls? I have not seen it.
I have not seen it.
Okay.
which is a shame. I've heard it's really good.
Billy and Mandy.
High B.
Okay. I haven't watched mini episodes.
Probably above Sweet Life, honestly.
Okay. Like, I know it's good from the episodes I watched, but not enough to rate it. Now, is this the next controversy you were talking about?
No.
Okay. Where do you feel Hey Arnold goes?
S.
I agree. I think it goes in front of Batman.
Yeah,
Like, I don't think it's as good as The Simpsons or Futurama, but I do think it's better than Family Guy and...
You're not gonna like this next one, though.
Invader Zim? I know you love it. Where are you putting it?
I'm putting it in S.
You're only putting it in S?
Yeah, I'm putting it in double S. It's not... I'm realistic. I know it's not a double S, but it is definitely a very influential cartoon. It's kind of like Courage, right? It's like really up there. It's a good cartoon. I'd put it above Futurama.
Okay, I'll go with that. Like, I like it. Like, it's not my favorite, but I understand the appeal of it. The Jetsons.
The Jetsons? Yeah, fuck them too. They can go and see as well.
That's what, okay, I was gonna say, that's where I was gonna put it. Jimmy Neutron. So you cut out, what was that?
B. Sorry. I lean back.
Yeah, I think, I was thinking A. It did
Sorry,
have
I'm just
huge
fucking rapid firing these. Like, I just already have a hard opinion on these from when I was little, right?
I think Jimmy Neutron got overly hyped really quickly, and they took advantage of it.
It peaked at the movie, and honestly, it could have just stayed at the movie. I think the movie's fantastic.
Yeah.
But, like, everything else is not as good.
Did you watch Johnny Test?
A little bit. I don't have enough to really pick anything.
Johnny Bravo.
A. I think it's funny. Like, as an adult, I think it's way funnier than it is when you're a kid.
I agree.
Yeah, I put it there. Yeah, that's fair.
Kim Possible.
She go A. Easy.
I agree. I think it's top tier A.
It's also a good show overall. It's just she go A.
Yeah, no, I agree. Top tier A though.
Yes, for sure.
Codename's Kid Next Door.
Also A, top up on the list.
I really enjoyed the show. I can't tell you much of the plot anymore.
Well, that's because you're an adult.
Yeah, but I enjoyed it when it first came out. I thought it was a really cool
memory,
show.
dog.
The fuck is?
My Life as a Teenage Robot.
Oh, okay, yeah. I've again watched a few episodes.
See, it's really good. It's a really good classic cartoon. Low A, probably bottom of the bracket.
Okay. Goddamn cat.
Have not seen this one.
What Looney Tunes is it?
Looney Tunes show, I believe, is like the reboot, like the earlier ones, right? I don't think I've seen that one, but classic Looney Tunes, you gotta put respect where respect's due when you honor the OGs. SS.
I agree. It is cartoons. It is the top tier of cartoons. So I'm gonna use one of my overrides here. And this
wait, before you override, I was just gonna say it's the SS.
Oh, okay. Yeah, if
educational fucking dope. Yeah, SS.
I watched it so much growing up. I watched it at school. I watched it at home. I will watch it now.
I'm gonna override because I think you're gonna hate it. Shut the fuck up. I'm not no uncultured swine. All right. Yeah.
I know what this is, but I've never watched it.
I never watched it. I also know what stuff.
Phineas and Ferb.
I would give that a high A.
I will let you take the lead on that.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it, but not enough to remember.
Yeah, it's just good. Perry the Platypus, honestly, and like smooching, the depth of the characters, like just enjoy. Can't even say the.
Is this Powerpuff Girls? I think it's an S show.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of subtle undertones to it, and I enjoy it.
The Rowdy Rough Boys! Yeah! Regular show S.
Yeah, I agree.
It's with like Adventure Time and Gumball, honestly.
Ren and Stimpy.
S.
Yeah, I agree. I also agree. But I think it's right in between these two.
This one we might disagree on for once.
Okay.
I think it's really good. I think it's S.
I agree.
I think it's below Dexter.
Yeah, it's below Dexter. Like Dexter and Rocket
I think
Power are
it's
probably my two. Like if I had to choose
yeah.
one from Nickelodeon and one from Cartoon Network, it's Dexter and Rocket Power. Maybe Rocket. Oh fuck! These next three are really hard for me because they
Yeah.
are three of my favorite cartoons.
Yeah.
With Dexter, obviously. So yeah, I'll go Rocket Power like in front of Invader Zim. Rocco's Modern Life, the most adult
S.
show of cartoons.
S.
I will go by Ren and Stimpy.
S.
Rugrats.
Yeah, I think it's an S. I think it's I think Rugrats is better than Dexter's Lab.
Ooh. I really like. I was a huge fan. I remember it. Like I can see it clearly. But I can say the same thing for Dexter's Lab and Rocket Power. Like I can picture it, episodes clearly.
Like I said, I think it's really do think it's better than Dexter's though.
So
I think
good.
Dexter's is really good, but Rugrats it's timeless.
You know why I will give Rugrats over Dexter? Rugrats was its own thing. Dexter had split off elements in it.
Yeah.
Which kind of took away from Dexter itself.
Yeah, fair.
Samurai Jack.
Double S.
Future, you think it's double S?
100%. Yeah, it's double S.
The future Powerpuff Girls show. Scooby Doo is a double S. You haven't heard that theory?
No. It's yeah.
Samurai Jack takes place after the world collapses after the Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah, that would make sense if it didn't start in feudal Japan.
Yeah. Double S.
Here's my controversy, dude. I think SpongeBob aged fucking horrendously, like milk, and just like Fairly Odd Parents. That shit, honestly, ruins its legacy.
I agree. I would say double S because I want to see if that's where you put it. No. I think after like the first like one season, it falls off to like D levels.
Okay, that's pushing it. I think after like 2010, it falls off to like D levels, or like 2008 or some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I think obviously the OG 90s and early 2000s are fantastic, and then it starts slowly just declining. I would definitely put it at like maybe A at the highest, honestly, in the lowest, somewhere in A.
We'll go there. We're almost done. A few left. Even though we play against him and with him in multiverses, I've not watched any Steven Universe. I didn't even know what it was really. Have you watched any?
No.
Okay. What is that? Do you know what this is?
That is Total Drama Island. Never seen.
Never seen either.
I know it has a big cult following.
Teen Titans.
Raven double S.
I agree. I think it's fantastic. I love it. And we talked about it. DC shows are fantastic. Oh, you said double S. Sorry, my bad. And then we got Wild Thornberries.
A. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was such a like its own thing that yeah, it's an A. There's not many cartoons like it. Or there were, but like they're not on this list. Tom and Jerry.
Double S.
Double S, I agree. I think classic cartoons deserve the respect for leading us to being able to get other shows. Have you ever seen Zeke and Luther?
Okay,
so here it is.
Before we go, are there any that you want to move? That you want to argue with?
I'm trying to see. Good with those down there. Good with those down there. Good with these here. Good with those there. No, I actually think I'm good with it. Is there any that you?
No, I'm happy with all of us, honestly.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm happy that we decided that Boondocks is number one.
Yeah. Boondocks, South Park are like 1A, 1B.
I will say, on God, if we weren't black, Boondocks probably would still be double S. But I don't think it'd be number one.
No, I think South Park would be one.
But we are, so.
Yeah, I think it's culture based. 100%. I think, obviously, if we weren't in the culture we were, if hip hop culture wasn't a thing, it definitely would not be number one.
Also, to give even more credit, like both these guys had like really good, like humble begin. Like Boondock started on a fucking comic strip. Fucking South Park started with two guys playing with fucking paper, and they made a pilot episode in like 3 days.
Yep.
Like both of these things were destined for success on the fucking big or small screen, dude.
I agree.
That's how it be.
Well, there you guys have it. Thank you guys for watching. This is gonna be up on YouTube as a video. Thank you guys for tuning into the first of the just new era of Biggie Ran content. We'll be back. What to say? Monday. So we'll be back Wednesday. I'm gonna stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, doing just chatting. Obviously, these will get longer as we go on, and people are interacting and whatnot in chat, because obviously I'll be talking to chat, so it'll make it go longer. But for now, thank you guys again for tuning in, and until next time, have a great day.
Thank you.
Always have a vision, I go by at night, I be in my feelings, I'ma be fine, need time and I'll soon be winning, I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it, I got drive, got sight, always have a vision, I go by at night, I be in my